Hey, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Hope y'all having a happy new year. It's me, Mukala Kabongo. I'm here at the studio at Lynn Community Television, and we got a special one for you all today. We sat down once again with the Lynn Rams 12U cheering team, 12U and 8U cheering team. They went down to Florida last month to compete in nationals. They finished in the top 5 and in the top 3 respectively. So we chatted with Ariel, the girls, some of the coaches, just chat about their experience in Florida and what to expect next season for the Lynn Rams cheering team. So check this interview out. Hope y'all having a great one. Let me know what you think afterwards. Hello and welcome to another edition of Athletes Corner, and we have the Lynn Rams 8 and 12U cheering team that were recently in Florida for nationals last month. But before we get this started, I'll pass the mic. We're gonna have the girls introduce themselves before we get the interview going. So introduce yourself and pass it down.
I'm Coach Chanel from 8U.
Coach Aaliyah, 8U.
Coach Gigi, 8U.
I'm Laylee,
12U.
Captain Lanaya, 12U.
Samaya, 12U.
Jaseni, 12U.
Captain Amaya, 12U.
Ava, 12U.
Naya. 8U.
Good job.
Mariah, 8U.
All right. Welcome back. Welcome back. Some of y'all, this isn't the first time y'all been here. No, this is like Ariel's like eighth time here. But competed in nationals, went down there in Florida. I'll talk about the experience that the girls had down there.
Both teams had a really good experience. 8U came in top 5 in the nation, which is an amazing outcome, and 12U came in top 3. Both teams had really great seasons, went through locals, states, regionals, and made it all the way to nationals and left with trophies.
Getting that experience, this isn't the first time they've been to nationals, is it?
So for 12U, all of the girls behind me know. There was a couple on 12U this year that were new, but most of them have gone a few times. As you just said, we've been here. But for 8U, it was their first experience. Definitely not last, right, guys?
For getting the 12U group there again, what can you say was the difference from the first time you all went down there to this go round?
So from the very first time when they were on 8U, first off, we were Papuana then, so there was a complete difference there from going in from Papuana to AYC. But aside from that, their age is more challenging. The competition gets harder as they get older. And AYC in general, the competition is a lot more challenging than it was in Papuana.
Yeah, what would you say was kind of like some of the more different what made it a little more difficult, the competition?
So first off, in Papuana, the divisions are broken down into small, medium, and large. So that gives you less teams to go against, essentially, because they're broken and divided into more teams. AYC only does small and large, so you're naturally going to have more competition. And for 12U and 14U, level 2 is what we were, and that's more common in those age groups because the girls are older. So essentially, being a level 2 team at that age group is more common. So it can be really tough competition at that division.
Gotcha. For the 8U coaches, getting this first experience for the 8U group, what was their experience like being involved in the competition? For not only as a cheer team, but for coaches as well.
Well, this was all of our first year, the 3 of us up here. It was our first time in nationals, but I definitely think
It was a great experience. I mean, it was our first time, like she said. We had fun. We just did what we had to do, and that was it.
How were you able to just prepare them for it? Because I'm sure there was big crowds there to watch them, and sometimes kids, you see a lot of faces, the eyes kind of get big and it might get shy. How were you able to just get that shyness out of them early on, so when they're when it was their time to perform, it just came as you all practice?
They're not really nervous as you would think. Some of them I had for a couple years now. Yeah, they're not really as nervous as they should be. I mean, I just tell them go out there and have fun, and they do what they have to do.
For coaches, was there any nerves on the coaches end?
Absolutely,
Yeah.
definitely.
Well, describe that moment because you go from the hotel to the site, and then you watching the other teams, and then when it's your turn, now you gotta get in coach mode. Just how was it? Just like those three aspects, and you all getting prepared to just to help them get through the rounds.
It's definitely nerve-wracking. I mean, we're just all trying to like get through it together. So we just like,
Hold our breath.
yeah, like we're literally we just work together. We give each other like encouragement, and we got this at the end of the day. So
Was it more special that since it was the first go around for them, the first time as coaches getting there? How much special was that?
it was really special. It was awesome. Hopefully we can do it again. We will do it again. But it was a great experience. It was special for all of us.
All right. For my 12U girls that were in it when they were 8U, second time around, tell me the differences from the first time y'all went to Florida and the second time y'all went to Florida.
Seriously.
Okay, I'm sorry. So, from the first time we went, we were 8, so like we didn't know what to do. And when I got there, I was like 8, so I didn't I was really nervous. But from the last time in Florida, I was like I knew like what I had to do, like stretches and stuff. So I wasn't as nervous because I've been doing this since I was 7. So yeah.
Yeah. What was the hardest part? What was the hardest part you would say? What was the hardest part? The mic isn't a.
What was the hardest part?
What was the hardest part? Stop acting like the mic is like a bomb.
The hardest part, I
Or
think.
was there any hard part?
I mean, I think for the hardest part was to like not have the flyers fall, concentrate, and not like flip out on your team because one little thing messed up on the mat.
Gotcha.
Good answer.
Can you? I'm gonna get back to you. Can you tell me how the scoring goes? Because I've never gone to a cheering competition before, so I don't know how the scoring goes.
So basically, kind of touching on what Lanaya just said, I think the hardest part for, I think even us coaches a little bit, is we worry about deductions. So hitting 0 means you got no deduction, so that's a big accomplishment.
Okay.
It means everything was perfected. The judges will deduct you for bobbling. If a stunt moves and literally bobbles, you get a deduction. If a stunt falls, you get a big, and the deduction depends on what you did wrong. So if the stunt falls, you're getting like a 1.5 deduction. If it bobbles, you get like a 0.25. So everyone wants to hit 0 because then they know they got the highest score they could have gotten.
Gotcha.
So that's nerve-wracking. And the scoring is basically categorized by every section. So choreography is you can get up to a 10, or stunting up to a 15, pyramid up to a 15, motions, performance. So there's all these different categories. And at the end of the score sheet, you can get up to 100 points.
Okay. All right. And what was the scores that you all got?
What did you guys get?
82. Okay.
And we scored an 89.5. It was 89 point something.
So in other words, y'all did really, really well.
Yes.
Hence why y'all finished in the top 10. in the top 10. The level of focusness it takes in something like that. How were you able to get the girls to focus on just that one task? Because I mean, this is a big deal and stuff, and I don't like big crowds, so I get nervous.
It's a lot. When you asked Aaliyah earlier about 8U, because as a director, I was obviously overseeing them as well, and to her point about like when the girls get on the mat, it goes away. Before that, when they're in line, forget about it.
Yeah.
I don't know how many hugs I had to give. It's okay, breathe. It's okay. They had to go to the bathroom. They didn't have to go to the bathroom. Some are just like excited, but they get really nerve-wracked in line. But once they get on that mat, it's like it just all goes away.
Does it also help in which place they go, in which order they go? Like if they go after a couple other teams, does that kind of help a little bit?
So it's funny you say it. I want to say not really. However, I do think for the girls that you're used to seeing from my team, I know that in regionals this year we had a way different setup that we've never seen, and they basically had two teams, two mats at the same time. And one team would go on this mat and they would wait for this team to finish. And then they would start, they had to wait there. I know that my girls had said that they didn't like that setup, and as a coach, I wasn't really crazy about it. And that's, at that competition, they actually got 2 points in deductions and 2 stunts fell.
Dope.
And that was the toughest competition for us this season.
Yeah.
We still came in second place, so we were obviously very proud of that, especially with deductions, but it was a very different setup, and I do think it threw them off a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. How much longer you have with the 12U girls? Was this the last go around, or do you have another year with them?
I will most likely be going up to 14U.
14. Okay.
And so they were a young 12U last year, so some of them can go up 14U, some could stay down. It really depends on like where our numbers are, what these girls need, what's in their best interest. It's all about, it's hard to say. If we have 50 girls sign up that are all 12, like what do we do? Because the age brackets, like Aaliyah had girls as young as 6. I had girls as young as 10, even though I'm on 12U. So like when you can break the teams up differently.
Yeah, I only asked that because they are getting older and they're almost getting to that point where they go into high school and then now you have to be.
Don't make me cry on set.
Now you're no longer coach, you're more support system and stuff like that. So when that does happen, just how are you gonna be? What's your emotions going to be like?
You're really gonna make me cry, so don't. I don't know.
Cause you had a lot. You had all of them when what? How old did you start with them?
They were this little. Some of them, but there was only 8. You're gonna make me cry. You know I'm emotional. They were really little, so I had 8 of them on 8U, 10U, 15, and first year 12U 25, this year 27. So a lot of them I've had for a while. My 10U group, there was 15 of them. They all came back, so I still have those 15 to this day.
Gotcha. Overall, the Lynn Rams experience, the success is coming fast.
Yes,
In
I
just
mean
a
we have
short
great
amount of
staff.
time. And I would think there would be more kids seeing the success and looking to sign up. And is that what we're building here with the Lynn Rams, just to seeing the success and just getting more kids into it, involved into cheering, into football, whatever, just extracurricular activities to get them out the house?
Absolutely. I mean, I really think it starts from the top down. I will tell anyone I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for 2 friends of mine that brought me over. Our previous chair director, Cassandra Jackson. And
Cassie.
Yes. And she dragged me over. I came from Eastland. I went to English. And Brittany, I coached with her my first year. She knows. And then I didn't want to be a chair director. I had no intention on it, but our president, Amy, has guided me and mentored me into this role well. And I mean, the chair stuff I was good at, and the leadership stuff with the program she was good at. So together, here I am and loving it. Seriously, I think these kids, all of them, football and chair, are really what makes the program successful. We just want to be a part of it with them.
Definitely. For the girls, what is the lasting? Every single one of y'all have to answer this question.
They did better when they were 8, didn't they?
Yeah,
they did way better.
Talked a lot more.
Yes.
Now they don't want to talk. Like,
These 3, 1, 2, 3, were on 8U. They were sitting here.
You had the same thing as her.
That interview somewhere else. I might have to repost that interview. She definitely talked a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Ladies, this is for every single one of you. Just what was the lasting impression that you had, or what was the lasting memory that you had about the Florida trip and the Florida competition, being involved in nationals?
Could you start that way?
Yeah. You want to go?
Do you want to say anything?
What was your favorite part about competing in nationals?
Do you want to talk? You sure?
My favorite part was once we left the second gym to on our way to the mat to compete. Not before it, but like you had to walk a path, and we all huddled up together and did our ramp thing. I liked that. And then once we started walking, we all just like were positive. Because last year we weren't as positive, so we didn't place as well. But this year we were positive and made it top 3.
Okay. Positivity always helps. I know you have a favorite memory from Florida.
Say one.
My favorite memory, like competing in Florida,
was probably hitting the mat on Sunday and knowing that we hit 0, like when we got back to our seats.
No deduction, no deduction.
Yes.
That's what we like to hear.
My favorite part was seeing like all the other teams we were going against to see like the routines and all of that.
Cool, cool.
My My favorite part from Florida was same thing that probably Sunny said was like knowing that we were going on to Sunday, knowing we hit 0 and we did a good job and we did better Sunday.
They did.
No.
They did.
My favorite
Progress,
part
progress.
when we were in Florida is when we came from the second competition and then we all jumped in the pool together.
That pool water was cold.
I think my favorite part was awards because we knew we did great and like we knew like we got in the top 3, like that we did great. So.
Okay, all right. Well, you definitely made a lot of people proud. Coaches?
Well, my favorite memory was definitely, I always say it's the same, is after the competition when all the girls run off and they come and run and hug us after they finish competing. It definitely, like, they all have so many tears, they're all crying, but it's always such a good experience. So that's definitely my favorite.
I would say hitting 0. It's a big deal, and they were all super excited that they hit 0.
I would say Sunday after they performed, when we were waiting for the awards, they were all super nervous, and it was just like a surreal moment. Like, no matter what happens, we made it here. Like, whatever happens, happens.
Absolutely.
Well, what was this? What was your little stuff that y'all said in the huddle?
Rams on 3 minutes.
Oh, okay. Okay.
We said a little bit more.
I think that
Did you say don't be stealing your stuff?
one of the things that I liked about with them, we had said last year we came in 5th in the nation, and we wanted to. Our goal this year was to be at least 2 places better. So we set a goal at the very beginning of the season to come in top 3 in the nation and to hit 0. And to their point, they all kind of said it. On Saturday they did amazing, but on Sunday, like, tears came to my eyes in those chairs. Like, I couldn't believe even just the difference in 24 hours. Like, they were really hungry and they achieved the goal we set back in August and finished strong. So I think that, like, overall, like, as a coach, I couldn't be more proud than I am.
That is.
And a director.
Yeah, that is great to hear. It is always great having y'all here. Just remember, every time you come here, there's gonna be a bulldog on my head.
We're gonna get you a Lynn Rams hat,
I don't
and you're
know
gonna
if
have to put it on for the interview.
I don't know.
I'm gonna talk to the board.
I don't know if my loyalty will let me wear those
I mean,
colors.
come on, all in, all in. I went to English too.
Yeah, I just, you know, I can't. Well, I
Tell them green's better, guys. Yeah, green is better. Green is better.
Thank you, Amy. Me and Amy been saying this up since December, so we got the football team coming in next week.
Yes.
Yeah,
they have a lot to be proud of too. We've had a great season.
Yeah, definitely. Oh yeah, plug in the social media pages. If there's a website, plug it in. That's your camera right there.
Lynn Rams, I think it's YFC is the Facebook page, right? Amy? Okay, I think so. Search Lynn Rams in the search bar. We will come up.
All right, everybody, that's the Lynn Rams 8U and 12U cheering team who competed in nationals. Hopefully next year they'll be number 1. They were in the top 10, so next thing is be number 1. So we're rooting for them.
Top 5.
Top 5.
5th and 3rd place. Those matter.
It's
top
all-
3, top 5.
It's all in the top something.
Yes.
It all
We're coming for the
number
top
1
again.
spot. They're coming for the number 1 spot.
Yes.
In 2024. Be on the lookout. You've been watching Athletes Corner. I'm Kyle Kabongo. We're out of here.
Bye.
Them girls are being shy.
See you at school.
Oh, you won't see me there. All right, that's it. Big thank you to Ariel, the Lynn Rams cheering team, the girls, the coaches, Amy Robinson, who made it happen. I hope y'all enjoyed that interview. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, do all that stuff. Have a good one.